11/20/2014, 2:12 p.m. GameStop. Video, movie rentals, and all of these kinds of things. You know, you never know if it's ever going to turn into another blockbuster. I'm just saying that they've been doing well, but take a look at this drop off of 44 all the way down here. This is an after hours earnings play on GameStop. One of the things that GameStop did is they issued downside guidance for Q4, sees EPS of 208 to minus 2.24, excluding non-reoccurring items, versus the 2.28 Capital IQ consensus had. Um, Earnings are not making it, okay? So look at, then they are also going to issue downside guidance for 15, an EPS of 3.40 to 3.55, excluding non-reoccurring items again. And that's versus 3.68. Okay? And they had an EPS of 40 over here. Look, they didn't make it. And, you know, this is the after hours. And that's what that stock is doing in after hours right now. Some people will think that GameStop is a cool stock and they'll try to go trade it. And there'll be people that want to buy dips. And that's all good as well. But you can see from $44 that we ran a cliffhanger right here on GameStop in after hours. And GameStop had been doing very well for a very, very long time. But right now, the stock is having a hard time. You can clearly see the print 38.10 by 38 and a quarter. That's the offer out and to buy. And that's significantly down here. And this whole trend tomorrow is they're already broke below the pullbacks over here. And they went straight down. And everyone's talking about the Holly. Look at these earnings. I don't know exactly what the analysts are going to think. I know that what we think is going to be true. Okay, and we're not here to try to figure out what their thinking is going to be. Ours is going to be based on what? The relevancy in price. And where price either stops going down or when price goes up and it wants to roll over, it doesn't really matter in this case what does, because we do them both ways anyways. And we make money on both sides of the market. So, Bellwether, GameStop, obviously, for some reason, it seems like the spending for kids to buy these movies and these videos online and all of that are narrowing in GameStop. So what can GameStop do perfectly for the Christmas season? We wait for the after hours earnings call, and there'll be a point where we get long if these bottoms can continue to go lower on GameStop. GameStop, right here. There it is. 38.10 by 38.25. It'll be a trade off of the bottom because the natural investor is going to make themselves believe that they're going to make a whole bunch of money at Christmas time. Well, if that was the case, the numbers would have been not so terribly bad right now. I mean, those are bad numbers to want to buy into that. But nonetheless, it will trade off at the bottom. I'm going to conclude GameStop right now. Just remember, we are in a seasonality period in GameStop, and we're all ready for that too. When this thing doesn't want to go lower, we're going to buy it up on an intraday level only on GameStop. Knowing how to trade after hour earnings and what you should do to help yourself to get your trading profits higher. And you can, and you will. We'll be doing them just like this together. And we'll fund your trading account as well. We're very happy to do that. So that way, you have money to get involved with this bull market that we've had since January of 2013. Just remember, everything has a threshold as to what those earnings are going to be. And it wasn't very long ago. Over here is where the stock was. Look at way down here, $36.50. Right here in the lows in October. The gap down, ding, and the gap down up. And then every pullback, people got in and bought the stock. That's not going to be the case right now. But we will be a buyer, just like I showed there as well. We're just not going to let something that gets too cheap, and then, we would look at buying this one in the morning on GameStop, GME, after our earnings. You want to learn how to do this? You can. You will. Give it a shot.